here. Tell Dad all about your day today. You are wearing Lincoln's farmer clothes because you went to
Kelley Farm on a field trip.
And how was it?
It was really fun.
Yeah, 10 out of 10?
Yeah. Should I tell?
Yes.
Okay. So first we drove on our bus to the visitor center.
Ooh.
And then we watched like a video about like the old farmers.
Oh,
And
cool.
then we went outside after a little talking and then asking questions. And
Did you
then
have any good questions?
I didn't ask any,
You
but I
didn't.
raised my hand to tell something, but they didn't call on me.
Okay.
So then we went outside, and then sorry about the noise.
It's okay.
And then the chair's so squeaky. I think I'll stand.
Okay.
And then we went and we saw like an ox. Well, we didn't just get to see it. We got to brush it.
That's amazing. And tell Dad how tall the ox was.
The ox was about, counting the head, 6 feet.
That's amazing.
So it was laying down comfortable. One horn was facing like up and one horn was down.
And why was that?
Because when it was a baby, it hurt one of his horns and it went downward.
Oh my goodness.
So that was the down part was actually kind of cool. So we got to brush it. It felt so soft. And then after that, we moved to another station, and we got to use a pitchfork.
What did you use a pitchfork for?
And there was hay. We used the pitchfork to scoop up cow poop, and then put it in a wagon.
Oh my word.
But the cow poop was mostly dirt then.
Interesting.
So that part was fun. And then after that, we went to a garden. And then we got pumpkin seeds.
How charming.
And then we went into the garden. And then we didn't put a hole in the ground because we're going to plant pumpkins. And we just kind of smoothed it out like this. Not like so deep, like if this was the ground and this is the bottom. Not like that. You just want to go like this is the ground, the top ground, and this is the ditch.
Sure.
So you just want a little bit deep, and then you put 4 seeds in like a square, not like all close to each other, but kind of far. And then you bury them. And then what you do is you take a stick and put it in the middle to mark it. Because that's what we did at Kelley Farm.
Amazing.
And then after that, we saw so we went into the cellar of like the, what's his name?
Oliver Kelley.
Oliver Kelley's farm. So the farm was actually Oliver Kelley's.
Wow.
And it was like still there, the very same one. But the farmers fixed it up a bit because it was really old.
Sure.
Probably. So we went into the cellar and it was dark and people were like, I don't like this. And I'm like, I love it. Because the cellar's like kind of cold.
Yeah.
And it feels nice.
Sounds like something you'd enjoy.
Yeah.
Old-timey stuff and
Yeah.
feeling cool.
And so that we checked out one room of the cellar.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went into another room,
Yeah.
and there were pickles.
Really? That's cool. My grandma used to make pickles and put them in a cellar that they had in their house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cellar is for like storms and
Oh,
tornadoes.
to escape from
Yeah.
bad weather.
Yeah. And then there were stairs that led to the upstairs. So we met another farmer like in the pickle place.
Like a real farmer?
Yeah.
Oh my word.
She lived on the farm. They were just dressed as the olden days.
Cool.
Okay, so then we went upstairs into the kitchen.
And what did they have there?
They had no counters.
No counters.
They had like a, what could I call it? A stove from the olden days. It wasn't like the stove today where you touch it and it wouldn't hurt your finger that much.
Sure.
It's like the kind of stove where it's like you put fire in it and it's hot all over.
Ooh.
So we didn't touch anything by the stove.
Good. That would have been dangerous.
And then we got to try some crackers like from the olden days. They did not taste, they're not my favorite,
Okay.
but they weren't that bad actually.
You were glad to try something new.
Yeah.
Or old, rather.
And we also, so there's this like, there's this tool. It's like a smasher thing.
What is that for?
We had crackers in a bowl and then we smashed them up with them.
Why?
Just because some people like eat them like smashed up like crackers.
Okay.
And then we pour. Well, I didn't get to do this because I was called in to try crackers.
Sure.
So we put holes in crackers, and also we rolled dough.
Cool.
And then we went into a spot, like the bedroom, and that's when we tried the old days crackers. So they had this bed that was like, here, I'll use the stool for an example.
Okay.
It had 4 legs.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't like the bed was on top of the legs. The bed was like, there's nothing under it because it was squishy. There's nothing under it. And so they took a string. So like there's like these, so kind of like these. There's like, it's not like, there's pegs that stick out.
Interesting.
On each side.
Okay.
And then there's, I feel like it'd be best if I just took the chair over. And
I feel like you were doing a good job explaining.
And then and then on the pegs they tied ropes, and the ropes were tied to like the bed. But it wasn't a usual bed. The bed had like rice grains in it.
Interesting.
So it wasn't like the beds today.
Yeah.
My
bed is not made of rice. Neither is yours.
Yeah, and there's like, it's not like only rice you're laying on.
Sure.
They're on a blanket thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, and then after that, we saw another farmer. And then we went to a barn.
Wow.
Home. And then after that, well, not after that. So, we went into the barn. And then, we practiced, I practiced milking a cow with like a fake cow.
Cool.
With water, not like real milk, just water.
Sure.
And like you squeeze and pull, squeeze and pull, squeeze and pull.
Were you able to do it?
Yeah. So the 2 front ones were wide open until one of the front ones stopped. And then the 2 back ones, they were just jammed with water.
Oh my goodness.
So there's only one to squeeze and pull, squeeze and pull. So I did that. And then, so after I did that, I went to look at the hen and rooster. But I couldn't pet them because roosters are kind of protective.
Yes.
And they can peck you.
That's true.
And then I went to see a sheep. I should say a lamb.
Oh.
It was 1 year old, so it was pretty big.
Yeah.
like about this big.
Sure.
Yeah. So
Not like a newborn.
yeah, like the lamb is usually excited to see people and it comes over and lets them pet. But this time it was just relaxed where it was. So we didn't get to pet it. And then after that we went outside and then we saw like pigs. Like baby pigs. And
how many babies were there?
3.
How big were they?
This on the height, probably.
Oh, wow. So they were actually kind of large.
Actually, this on the height.
The babies?
Yeah.
Holy cow. And how did they smell?
They're not like actually babies.
I see.
They were just old.
Not like newborns.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were about this big. They were just laying, and it did not smell that good.
I'm sorry, I don't know what happened, but it was. You don't have to start over. You can just.
Oh, good.
You can just take off or leave off from where you were about the pigs.
Yeah. So we got to see piggies, and it did not smell good. So after that, we went inside to the nature, like, it's not a nature center, like the visitor center.
Okay.
And then in like a big room, we ate our lunch.
Nice.
And then we got on the bus, and me and Lainey sat together, and we did not talk for the whole bus ride. And then we were at school, and guess how long music was?
How long?
So, about like 3 minutes.
Oh, well, that happens when you have a field trip day.
And then gym was really, really long, not like 3 minutes. So that's how the field trip was.
That's amazing. And would you want to go back to the Oliver Kelley farm?
Yes!
And what?
It's my home.
And what did you tell me when you came home that you decided you want to do for work when you grow up?
I want to work on Kelley farm.
All right. We'll see what we can do. You'll have to figure out what it takes to be able to work on Kelley farm. I hope you